After Madame returned, the house grew louder, but not with sound. Two babies cried in turns. One cried sharp, like he was angry with the world. The other cried soft, like he was already tired of it. Nurses came and went. Relatives visited. Neighbors brought gifts. Laughter filled the sitting room, but inside the walls, something else was happening. Madame moved like a queen who had won a war without blood. She smiled often. She spoke gently. She called everyone my dear. But her eyes missed nothing. Not the way Olga avoided looking at Aisha. Not the way the other woman, now called second madam, held her baby too tight, like someone afraid it would be taken. Aisha became quieter than before. She carried her baby on her back and still walked. She swept, she cooked, she washed. Nobody asked her to, but she did it anyway. Maybe work helped her forget. Maybe it helped her survive. Sometimes I saw her standing by the window at night, rocking the baby slowly, staring into darkness like she was asking it questions. Olga changed too. Before, he used to command the house. Now he tiptoed inside it. He laughed too loud. He gave gifts too often. He was kind in a way that looked like fear. Madame controlled the rhythm. She decided who ate when, who visited which room, which baby slept where. She never raised her voice. She never complained, but everyone waited for her words before moving, like dancers listening for drums. One afternoon, I drove Madame to the market. On the way back, she spoke. Driver, she said softly, do you believe silence can be louder than shouting? I did not answer. She nodded like she expected that. That evening, Trouble came wearing small clothes. Second Madame's baby fell sick. Fever, crying without stopping. Doctors were called. Medicine was bought. The house ran up and down. Madame stood aside and watched. At night, when the baby finally slept, Madame went into Aisha's room. I did not follow, but the walls were thin. I heard Madame's voice, low, calm. You see, she said, this house has rules. I made them to save all of us. If one person breaks them, everything will scatter. Aisha did not reply. I carried your shame on my head, Madame continued. I protected your child. I gave you a name to hide behind. Do not forget that. Then silence. The next morning, Aisha asked to leave. She said she wanted to go back to her village. She said she needed peace. She said the house was too big for her heart. Madame agreed immediately. Too immediately. She gave Aisha money, clothes, even gold. She kissed our baby and prayed for her. Olga protested, but Madame looked at him once and he stopped. I drove Aisha to the motor park. Rain threatened but did not fall. As she entered the bus, she turned and looked at me. Driver, she said, some houses are built with bricks, some are built with secrets. Then she left. Years passed. The children grew. One became bold, the other became quiet. Second Madame stayed, but her smile never reached her eyes. Olga aged fast. Madame remained strong. And me? I kept driving. But I learned to listen more than I spoke, to watch more than I asked, because in that house I learned another thing too. Not every victory makes noise. Not every loss looks like crying. And sometimes the person who walks away is the only one who survives. Till today, when rain falls at night, I still see that gate opening like a mouth, and I remember the woman who left with her child and the storm she carried quietly away.